Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
Well, folks, it's a breakfast show thought that we're going to bring forward at this time. A question of the mind. A controversial subject.
Oh, boy.
Something to ponder on. Not to be so distressed about, but just ask why.
I'm still worried about controversial.
Well, I know you don't like controversial,
Yeah.
but sometimes you just have to go there. You can't just always run away from debatable material, debatable subjects, things that get emotional, cause people to say things that they regret after they have the conversation.
Uh-huh.
You know, things like that.
Yeah.
So here goes.
Oh, boy.
Let me ask you this question just to start.
Mm-hmm.
I think most of us think of tomatoes as vegetables, but really they're fruit.
Yes. Yep, I knew that.
So, if tomatoes are fruit, then isn't ketchup technically a smoothie?
Wow. Okay. Yeah. To me, it's still a condiment that you put on stuff.
Well,
But yeah, I guess I can understand the logic a little bit.
so if that's true, when you're at the table and you're having some fries, and say we were eating together, I'd prefer that you would say, "Dave, hand me that ketchup smoothie,"
Oh, okay.
not that bottle of ketchup.
Oh,
Let's identify its true or origin.
wow. Okay. This is becoming a thing, apparently.
Well, we're going to make it a thing.
Okay.
Something has been a misconception for many folks out there, including myself. I always thought, vegetables, that's probably tomatoes and cucumbers and that sort of thing. But tomatoes are not vegetables; they're fruit, and we've treated it more like a vegetable. And
Yes.
it's unfortunate that ketchup hasn't had anything to say about how it's been treated.
Oh,
It's not fair. It's not equal. And Grandma, by the way, was right back in the day when she called it catsup.
okay.
She's not wrong. She wasn't wrong. It wasn't until Heinz started calling her brand of sauce ketchup rather than catsup.
Oh,
And just to be different, they changed it just a little bit to market their bottle of.
and it worked.
It worked very well.
Yeah.
Very rich family due to ketchup. The name comes from an ancient Chinese sauce,
Oh,
by the way.
okay.
So it's not American. We think of ketchup as American. The original catsup was a version that the Chinese made, actually the original version, with fermented fish.
Oh, okay.
Also, not a vegetable.
Yeah. All right. So, pass me the tomato smoothie is what I need to start saying.
Yeah, or say, pass me the catsup.
Okay.
That
Go
would
back
be
to
the original
Go
term.
back to the original term. Is it like Ketchup Day? Is that what
Yes.
this is? It's National Ketchup Day.
Yeah, and
All right.
they spell it ketchup.
Yeah.
It's also National Moonshine Day.
Oh, well, there you go. You have something with ketchup on it, you need something to wash it down with.
Now, there's several names for, lots of different names for the homemade alcohol that originated down south.
Oh, yeah. Hooch would be one, right?
That's right.
Okay.
Can you think of any others?
Let's see. Red Eye. Did they sometimes call it Red Eye?
I'm not sure about that
I don't
one.
know.
Possibly. Of course, White Lightning,
Oh, there you go.
Homebrew,
Yeah.
and Hillbilly Pop.
Oh. Okay.
Still somewhat popular in certain areas of the country. I wonder if Jim, Dad, down in Arkansas, knows of any stills down there.
I don't know. There might be some.
The time that we were in Arkansas, there was a military helicopter flying over the trees out where we were visiting a friend. Larry Beamer from the Zoo Bar moved to Arkansas, and we stopped in, and they hosted us, he and his wife, and showed us around this beautiful place. But while we were there, a big military helicopter cruised around. We saw it at other places as well, and they weren't looking for moonshine.
Oh,
There were other things being made in the trees.
I see. Okay.
So tell Jim to be careful down there.
All right.
He probably already knows that.
When we were on vacation, we went to Estes Park, Colorado, and downtown. There was a sign that said, "Come on in and a free sample of moonshine."
Really?
At one of the pubs there.
That's amazing.
I think so.
Now,
Or maybe not a sample, but it said moonshine. I didn't look at it real close, but yeah.
in Memphis, on the main drag of Memphis, where all the music is there, Beale Street, they had right on the corner, they had a place, had dispensers in it, and it was all kinds of different mixes, such as what you're talking about. And the one that, was a relative, tried and maybe over-tried and didn't feel very well the next day was Call a Cab.
Oh, that was the name of it. Call a cab. Okay, well, that pretty well tells you how potent that is, doesn't it? Call a cab.
Yeah, well, when you start speaking in tongue after you have Call a Cab, you might. Oh gosh, well, they have their traditions in all different parts of the country. The South certainly has many.
Yeah.
What's the corn they put in water, and it's like a staple down there. I can't think of the name of it. Put it in water. It's corn.
Hummus?
No, not hummus.
I don't know.
Oh man,
is hummus corn? I can't remember. I don't know why I said that.
Not the one I'm thinking of now.
Okay.
I'm off track now. This is so obvious. Oh, this is terrible. I'm having a moment on radio.
I'm sorry, I can't help you out. I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about.
If you heard it, you would know. It's a staple. I had it down there. It doesn't have a lot of taste to it unless you put some brown sugar or something on it.
Oh.
And they serve it with everything. And you start by putting it in water
and it's corn.
I think it's corn.
Oh.
Oh no. Please.
Yeah. Sorry, man, I can't help you.
You folks out there, help me, please.
All right.
Drop a note in our chat box on Sandhills Express Facebook, and it's so obvious. I can think of a drink called Call a Cab, or you could remember Hooch.
Yes. Well, I remember that term. That term came to me from watching the Andy Griffith Show.
Oh man, it came to me.
Oh yeah, what is it?
Grits.
Oh, grits. Oh yeah, okay. That's corn?
I think so.
Grits? Oh.
And there's hominy. You were
Hominy is what I was thinking.
and it's
yes.
hominy. It sounds like hominy. Steve says grits.
Yeah.
Greg says hominy. Karen says grits.
Okay.
Kevin says hominy.
All right.
So it must be hominy grits.
There you go.
Thanks for your help, folks.
Yeah, hominy is what I was thinking of.
Yeah. Well, grits is, you have grits with everything down south.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't think I've ever had grits.
To me, it wasn't bad tasting. It just didn't really have a lot of taste unless you put something on it, which I think it's a nice platform to put some brown sugar on or some honey or, something like that.
Yeah.
I only tried it that one time. I could tell you all about Reds down in Clarksdale, Mississippi, too. That was quite an experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. One-room saloon.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They had a toilet. They had a bathroom with a toilet in it, but no sink.
Oh, okay.
So washing your hands was not an option when you went to Red's. Okay, moving
Wow.
along.
Okay.
Sure was fun, though, and great music in there.
Yeah. I was going to ask you if it had live music. I assumed it did.
Yeah, they had like old couches and chairs kind of around the perimeter of the room, and they had a big round carpet or carpet in the middle, a floor rug,
Uh-huh.
and then the musicians would just come in and sit down and play for you.
Cool.
It was really, really nice, and there was a big old barbecue outside that they didn't have going that night.
Mm-hmm.
But I did notice you wanted to time it when Red was going to have a beer himself. If you were a customer and you wanted to have one, you had a lot better chance of getting a beer if you noticed he was going to the cooler.
All right.
That's called laid back South down
Yes,
there. You
it
want
is.
wait till I go get one and then I'll sell you one.
There you
And
go.
it come out of like an old Coca-Cola cooler, that you reach down in.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. And Red was pretty authentic. It wasn't. Let's put it this way: it wasn't a big tourist trap. It was a juke joint, still breathing.
Yep.
Well, enough of that.
Okay. Moving right
All
along.
started with ketchup, and here we are, getting ready to read the Prairie Pioneer menu. Let's see if
Okay.
they're having grits today. Today's Thursday, right?
It is.
Today they're having, well, they'd probably have this down south. Mom, maybe you made this not that long ago. A ham and mashed potatoes, beets, dinner roll, and dessert.
There you go.
And you can call 872-6121 to let them know you'd like to bring a guest if you're a regular customer, or if you're thinking about, I would like to go try their meals, let them know you're coming. They want to have a plate ready for you. 872-6121. And you can also use that same number again to set up home delivery, at least for the time being. I don't know. We'll have to see on that. They're talking about Xing off home delivery, Meals on Wheels subsidies. So hopefully that won't happen here.
Yep.
Call your politician, your nearest politician who has something to do with that, and let them know how you feel. And let them know also that they've been misrepresenting ketchup for many years.
Oh, my.
Our politicians
Yes.
need to know. It's a fruit. Okay. Couple things here I'm going to remind you of. Well, first of all, Brent's getting ready to go back to where he graduated from high school, where he grew up, where he got in trouble with Kendall. The 12th annual Custer County Tractor Ride is coming up later this month on June 21st. And they'll start at the Westerville Country Partners in that area. And they're going to go through Round Valley and take a nice trip. And you're invited. Bring a tractor and have some fun. They eat a lot on this trip. They'll have breakfast at 7 until 8. The tractors leave at 8. A morning break at 10 with a little snack. Then at noon, a lunch break. At 3 p.m., afternoon break. And then at 4:30, they arrive back at Westerville, and I think they're having a meal after it's all over with, as I remember Jeanette visiting the other day. So the entry fee is only $50. That's enough to cover the food. Bring your antique tractor to travel approximately 50 miles throughout Custer County, and for more information, contact Matt Denson or Peggy King at 308-872-6303. Yesterday we covered the barbecue down in O'Connell, but we're going to talk about it again. Kind of remind you of a couple things. And Cadence is back, and she wrote a nice little story and had it on her news this morning about the barbecue, and a couple of points they made yesterday that are kind of important. Bring cash with you. They don't have an ATM, and they don't have a way to run credit cards in O'Connell, so bring plenty of cash with you. It won't take a lot because it's $20 to get in the door if you don't buy an advance ticket, and that's for all you can eat. Beverages are more than reasonable, but do bring some cash with you, and bring your dancing shoes because they're going to be having music throughout the day. South Loop Sunrise, people just love to sit and listen to South Loop Sunrise play, and they do a little talking and yakking and have a good time. And then they'll have a drawing for all the raffles and different auction things they're going to be doing at 7 p.m. So the gates open at 5, raffle drawing and auction at 7, and then at 8 o'clock until midnight. And now help me here because I've heard it pronounced both ways. Zach or Zoc?
Zoc, I believe.
Zoc.
Tim Zoc.
Tim Zoc. I think I said Zach the other day, and I heard somebody else as well. But it's Tim Zoc. He's played with a number of different really, really good bands. He likes doing his own thing as well. And he's played in front of some very big stars as well, opening acts. So you're going to get a real good show, and that'll run until midnight. Advance tickets are available at ocontobbq.ticketspice.com, or you can scan the QR code on the posters all over the place and get your tickets that way as well. And they'll be checking your phone for those if you do it that way at the gate as well.
All right. Sounds good.
They want to show you a good time, and as you may have heard yesterday, excuse me, the money that's made from this barbecue goes to buying equipment for the fire department there, which is an outstanding fire department, and they continue to be outstanding because they keep up with the latest trainings and whatever equipment needs have to be met. So you're helping the fire department there when you go gorge yourself and dance and have a good time.
Yeah, good. Be a good time.
Beautiful time.
A lot of things going on this weekend. This particular event is kind of tailored toward the ladies. Ladies Local Market. It's the June Bloom, and it is coming up. Well, actually, this is next week. This will be Tuesday on June 10th, and it will be in the evening from 6 until 8. Shopping and giveaways, and they'll hold it at the Broken Bow Library. Scentsy will be there, the She Shed Crafters, Plexus, Color Street, Mary Kay, Tastefully Simple and EK Farm Goods, the Quilting Shack, Reflections Salon and Spa, J. Bloom Permalinks Jewelry, and the Garden Center. And also there will be Annie M's Crafts. Now, for Annie M's Crafts, grab your friends and come down for a fun evening, as he'll be hosting a make-your-own summer door hanger sign at the June Bloom event at 6 o'clock on June 10th at the Broken Bow Public Library. Now, to do that, it's $48 to attend, and all supplies will be provided. Message Annie to sign up and let them know what design you would like to make. So, ladies, put that on your calendar. Going to be a fun evening. The June Bloom on Tuesday, June 10th, from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Broken Bow Public Library.
Newsflash, Off-Broadway is bringing back the petting zoo again this year.
Oh, nice.
Bring your families to this open to the public event. Come and see and pet the mini barnyard animals and enjoy good company and refreshments. This is coming up. Mark this down now. Put it in your phone for June 12th, 3 p.m. until 6 p.m. at the Off-Broadway Apartments. Refreshments, fun for the whole family, and it's for all ages. And they'll have all these animals right there for you to pet. I think they have little horses and all kinds of things that they bring in that fit into the building, and it's being held at 403 South 1st Avenue in Broken Bow. You can't miss Off-Broadway. It's I think maybe one of the tallest buildings in town. It has an elevator. It's one of the.
There you go.
Yeah, one of the buildings here in Broken Bow that has an elevator.
Uh-huh.
I know there's an elevator in the hospital.
One in the courthouse.
In the courthouse.
Right.
There's an elevator at Arrow Hotel and Suites.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Elevator at the high rise.
Yeah, okay.
And
So we're up to 5 now?
yeah, and then of course Off-Broadway have an elevator.
Yeah.
We're a pretty big city. We
That's
have
right.
quite a few elevators. No escalators that I know of, but we have some elevators. Anyway, a petting zoo, June 12th, Off-Broadway Apartments. They'd love to have you stop by, bring the family, no matter what your age. It's always fun to be around nice animals that are pettable.
Yes. Hey, this weekend is garage sale days in Broken Bow, citywide garage sale days.
Really?
Yep. This weekend, Broken Bow Chamber reminds you that citywide garage sales are this weekend. Maps available after noon today at Trotter's locations, and you can also access an interactive map on the Chamber's website. Also, the Broken Bow Chamber reminds you that it's Market on the Square. That's today. It's Thursday. Market on the Square is here. GG So Perfect Creation will be there. Other vendors scheduled to attend include St. Paul's Evangelical Lutheran Church, Tropical Snow, Something Out of Nothing. Steve's going to be there with his rocks.
Oh.
The Secret Garden will be there. The Bennett Bakery, Mickey's Greenhouse, Debbie D's Bakery, Busy Bee Goods, Straight Arrow Bison, Country Crafters, C&D Tack Shack, Anna's Papooses. Some food vendors will stay later, but most food vendors will be there from 10 until 4 today. So there you go. Enjoy citywide garage sales this weekend and enjoy Market on the Square today in downtown Broken Bow.
Gregory says black-eyed peas. That's big down in the South, too.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had black-eyed peas, though.
I don't think so
I've
either.
listened to the black-eyed peas. Some of their music's kind of good.
Yeah. It's also, black-eyed peas. Thank you, guys, for helping us out here when we have a brain lock. We could use your help. Probably be needing your help more and more as time goes by. Ready, Set, Grow Childcare. Ready, Set, Grow Childcare. I love that. I love that title, and it's opening soon. Kylie Warner has over 15 years in a caretaker position and has a licensed daycare in her care for 3 years. She's been running one for 3 years. Now she's returning to Ansley and continuing her daycare with a date to open set on July 7th. So just a little over a month from now. Right now she's taking applications for kids ages 6 weeks to 13 years. She does accept state pay and will be open, note here, open 24/7 except for holidays, and those are outlined in a handbook that she has available. Right now she's taking those applications for the kids and will set up interviews with the families. Kylie is CPR and first aid certified and goes above and beyond recommended class hours in early childhood education, and she also participates in the food program. And she plans on getting involved in the community with the kids, with the community gardens and all sorts of different things that are offered. Her goal is to be very involved in the community and schools, attending things that are open to the public, including regular visits to the local library. Contact Kylie at 308-212-2837 for more information, or check her Facebook page, Ready, Set, Grow Childcare. She has all 5-star reviews from prior and current families. What a blessing that will be.
Yes. Hey, why settle for ordinary when you can have something truly unique? And you can find that at Circle V Stitching Post. Velma will help bring your ideas to life with top-quality custom embroidery. Check out her selection of things like cowhide coasters. Cowhide coasters. Easy for me to say. Rugs and table runners. They're all personalized just for you. Maybe you're invited to a baby shower coming up, a wedding, or a special occasion that you're looking for a unique gift for, something personalized. Well, Velma has great ideas and can create something unforgettable. So stop in and visit with her today. You can give her a call at 308-872-6173. That's 872-6173. Circle V Stitching Post.
Okay, real quick, we're going to play the game, and then we'll turn things over to Farmers National, Dave Davis, with their full report on what's coming up and what's for sale.
All right. Okay, here's your question for today. We're talking donuts because coming up on June 6th, it's National Donut Day. So here's your question for today. Which company, founded in 1937, proudly boasts the slogan, Hot Original Glazed?
Ooh.
Is it Tim Hortons Donuts? Randy's Donuts? I don't know. Is there a Randy's Donuts? I don't know.
Somewhere.
Never heard of it. IHOP or Krispy Kreme? Which company, founded in 1937, proudly boasts the slogan, Hot Original Glazed? Tim Hortons, Randy's Donuts, IHOP, or Krispy Kreme? If you know, call us at 872-2801.
It's Dave and Brent getting the action started on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
Busy times are here. Good thing the Secret Garden will be able to see you in several places. Visit their trailer on Thursdays for Market on the Square in Broken Bow from 10 to 5. The store outside of Myrna is open Friday 11:30 to 4:30 and Saturday 8:30 to 4:30. Make sure you see them this weekend because 22% is marked off all decor and flowers to celebrate 22 years in business. If that wasn't exciting enough, enjoy a delicious drink or treat with them at the former McDonald's parking lot Tuesdays through June in Broken Bow. They'll see you soon at the Secret Garden.
The Vermeer VRB rakes are high-capacity rakes built with durability and versatility. Designed for optimal ground clearance, these machines help maximize productivity and perform at a high level even in heavy crops. Stop out to Power Solutions, 2 miles east of Broken Bow on Highway 2, and check out their Vermeer hay forage equipment that can help you get through the haying season. Or give them a call at 308-872-5522.
We have Bev on the line. Good morning, Bev.
Good morning. How are you?
We're doing well. Here's Brent with your question.
Okay, which company, founded in 1937, proudly boasts the slogan, Hot Original Glazed? We're talking donuts. Is it Tim Hortons, Randy's Donuts, IHOP, or Krispy Kreme?
It's a pure guess. I'm going to say Krispy Kreme.
You got it. Yes, that's it.
Oh, good.
They are the Hot Original Glazed Krispy Kreme, and because you've answered correctly, we've got a little certificate that's going to get you a free ice cream cone or dish of ice cream at Runza in Broken Bow. And if you're available and you'd like to, Bev, we do have a ticket that will get you into the Blowing the Doors Off barbecue in Ocano this weekend, too, if you'd like to go to that.
I never miss that, so I will gladly accept that.
Awesome. We'll have a ticket out here ready for you.
Thank you so very much. Have a good day.
You too, Bev. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
7:57. Let's turn it over to Dave Davis, Farmers National.
The Breakfast Show
Don't know what I'd do without them. They're awesome.
on KCNI KBBN.
Good morning, everyone. This is Kathy Eberly reporting for Dave Davis Auction Service and Farmers National Company. To start with Farmers National Company, we have a listing at 218 North 9th Avenue. This one has hardwood floors in the living and dining room, breakfast bar in the kitchen, 2 bedrooms, full bathroom with shower, storage basement, detached garage. That's at 218 North 9th Avenue. We have a nice ranch-style home at 240 Webster Avenue. The living room has a picture window. Kitchen has lots of cabinets and counter space. Formal dining area is open to the kitchen and living room. Main floor has 3 bedrooms. The master bedroom does have a master bath. The main bath has an onyx sink, ceramic tile surround, and heated ceramic tile flooring. Main floor laundry room. Lower level has family room, 2 non-conforming bedrooms, and storage rooms. It has air-to-air heat pump, a water heater that was new in 2020. The shingles were new in 2019. Lots of newer windows, fenced-in backyard, underground sprinklers, and utility shed. There's an attached single-car garage, but also an 18 by 40 detached garage. This is located on a quiet street at 240 Webster Avenue. At 713 South F Street, this is a ranch style all on one level. You walk into a large living room with built-ins on one side. The breakfast bar separates the kitchen and dining area. This home has 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. Family room has a large picture window, fireplace, and also a built-in bookcase. Office has French doors to family room. Laundry area is located by the back door off of the kitchen. Several new windows. The furnace and shingles and central air were new in 2018. It does have a partial basement for storm shelter, attached double garage, a small yard to maintain. It's close to downtown at 713 South F Street. At 230 Beaumar Drive, this home has been totally remodeled. Living room has a large picture window. Kitchen has a breakfast bar and plenty of counter and cupboard space. Main floor also has 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and laundry space. The lower level is finished with a large family room, 2 bedrooms, and a 3rd bathroom. Attached oversized garage, but there's also a shop with double doors off of the garage. Large backyard with patio space and mature trees located in a quiet neighborhood at 237 Beaumar Drive. At 503 North C Street, this home has only had one owner. It's been lovingly maintained and is in impeccable condition. Huge great room is ideal for everyday living or hosting. Kitchen has an island, stainless steel appliances, coffee bar with a wine cooler, walk-in pantry, and beautiful cabinets. The large primary bedroom offers a walk-in closet as well as an ensuite bathroom with dual vanity sinks and a walk-in shower. 2 additional bedrooms and second full bathroom are split from the primary bedroom at the opposite side of the home. The laundry room is conveniently located coming in from the oversized 2-car garage. Unfinished lower level with 9-foot ceilings and roughed in for a 3rd bathroom. Don't miss this rare opportunity at 503 North C Street. At 1040 South 7th, this one has an awesome garage. Living room has large picture window. It has original hardwood floors. Dining area is open to the living room and the kitchen area. Kitchen has a wood burner stove on the side. Main floor has 3 bedrooms, also with original hardwood floors. Walkout basement with family room, 2nd bathroom with laundry, office space, and storage room. Large fenced-in backyard. The guys will love the huge garage that has a heater. Very large lot with extra space for a garden or for parking trailers, campers, or boats. It's move-in ready at 1040 South 7th Avenue. At 1215 North K Street, this is a ranch style, has a cute front porch. Kitchen walks out to a small deck in the back. Living room has recessed lighting, hardwood floor, built-in shelves, picture window, and a fireplace. The laundry room is located right off of the kitchen. There are 3 bedrooms on the main floor with hardwood floors. Lower level has the 2nd bathroom, rec room, family room with gas fireplace, and 2 more bedrooms, both with egress windows. Attached double garage, corner lot with mature trees at 1215 North K Street. Then in Myrna at 318 East Brotherton Avenue, we do have a home that has an enclosed front porch, nice sized kitchen, updated full bathroom with shower, main floor laundry located on the back porch. Upstairs has a large landing and a bedroom, new flooring and fresh paint, furnace and central air new in 2023, fenced-in backyard, corner lot. That's in Myrna at 318 East Brotherton Avenue. Then in Berwyn at 307 Current Avenue, we have a home listed that has a nice kitchen with a pantry. Living room has a wood burner stove. There's 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. Laundry located on back porch. Newer windows. Very nice finished garage with the garage doors on 2 sides. Located on a corner lot with a huge yard. That's located in Berwyn at 307 Current Avenue. I think that sums it up for this week. I'd like to thank you all for listening. I hope you all have a great day. Thank you.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. President Trump's issued a proclamation banning travel to the U.S. from 12 countries. CBS's Ed O'Keefe.
It targets people from specific countries in the Western Hemisphere, like Haiti and Venezuela, as well as places in Africa like Libya and Somalia. There's also Afghanistan and others.
Mr. Trump's also blocking most foreign students from entering the country to attend his least favorite Ivy. Correspondent Nikki Battiste.
In a statement, a Harvard spokesperson called it an illegal retaliatory step in violation of the school's First Amendment rights and said Harvard will continue to protect its international students.
The president's also threatening the accreditation of Columbia University. Police in Washington state asking for help as they hunt for Army veteran Travis Decker, suspected of killing his 3 young daughters. Sheriff Mike Morrison.
We're not just keeping our focus here within Chelan County. We're also focusing nationwide on other leads that are coming out.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Still getting around to that fix on your car? You got this. On eBay, you'll find millions of parts guaranteed to fit. Doesn't matter if it's a major engine repair or your first time swapping your windshield wipers. eBay has that part you need, ready to click perfectly into place for changes big and small. Loud or quiet, find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. But you already know that. eBay. Things, people, love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
William is one of millions of Americans who uses GoodRx to save on the cost of their prescriptions.
My oldest daughter, Camilla, 2 days old, she had to have open heart surgery. All of a sudden, she's on 5 different medications. It adds up at the end of the month. Me and the pharmacist got so tight. She said, GoodRx save you a lot of money. Saving that extra $200-300 a month. We're able to do all these extra activities, so it puts less stress on our household, and it puts less stress on our pockets.
Download the free app or visit GoodRx.com and start saving today. GoodRx user compensated for their time. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance.
Here's a look at Nebraska news. In a story released by NSAN, PETA's mobile campaign, Hell on Wheels, made a stop at Black Cow Fat Pig Pub and Steak in Norfolk following the visit to Valentine. The campaign aims to have restaurants offer vegan In spite of lifelike images and sounds of crying pigs, customers enjoyed 50% off pulled pork sandwiches. However, the event led to one arrest. An 81-year-old woman who was honking her horn and refusing to move from the turn lane resulted in police escorting her from the area. In a news release, PETA Executive Vice President Tracy Rearman said, "Behind every pulled pork sandwich is once a living, sensitive individual who was crammed onto a truck for a terrifying, miserable journey to their death." News Channel Nebraska spoke with a manager at Black Cow Fat Pig the day before who stated the business is not worried and has not noticed a change in number of customers with PETA's other display. This has been a Nebraska News Update. I'm Jack Simpson reporting for Central Nebraska's news source.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Monsi Bolaños.
In Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final, Edmonton's Leon Draisaitl came in clutch.
Nugent Hopkins on the left, half boards, under pressure, turns and gives it up. Beautiful pass. McDavid in front, one time and score! Leon Draisaitl! 4-3, Edmonton in overtime!
You just heard it all on the Oilers Radio Network. In baseball, the Mets crushed the Dodgers 6-1 behind 2 home runs from Pete Alonso. His second home run was 447 feet. He is also up to 53 RBI on the season. The Twins handed the A's their 9th straight loss with a 6-1 win. Minnesota's right-handed pitcher Pablo Lopez is expected to miss 8 to 12 weeks with a grade 2 strain in his right shoulder. The Diamondbacks edged the Braves 2-1, and the Giants had a 6-5 comeback win over the Padres.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Chance of thunderstorms today, otherwise cloudy skies expected. High temperatures reach up to 67. Southeasterly winds 8 to 15 miles per hour. Cloudy tonight, chance of rain showers, lows level off around 50. High of 71 tomorrow, slight chance of rain showers. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Since 1891, Bruning Bank has been committed to Nebraska and Nebraskans. Today, the span of their services has grown beyond what their founders could have ever imagined. One thing that hasn't changed is their commitment to their customers. Visit bruningbank.com.
It is 7 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock. Let's go outside and see what it really feels like with Jack Simpson. Jack, what's it like out there?
Well, good morning. A beautiful morning, 56 degrees outside under a mostly sunny skies with a very light breeze out of the northeast. Barometric pressure at 30.09, humidity at 85%. No rain in the last 24 hours. The precipitation for this month at 2 inches and 31 hundredths. High yesterday of 70, overnight low of 49. Sunrise today was at 6:05 and sunset today 9:08. And I'm out back here. This is where I've been doing the weather, checking out, to see if there's any snakes. I thought I seen one, but it's a piece of a barbed wire fence.
Well, the girls would rather have barbed wire fence than a snake back there, Jack. And the nest is empty.
Yep.
And you think they'll have another round of robin eggs in there?
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, we'll find out. Thanks, Jack.
You're welcome.
All right. Yep. We did have the birds grow up and fly away as far as we know. We had not had any snake sightings as far as we know. So it's all good. My phone is ringing, which it only rings about twice a day, and it's ringing right now. I'll let that go because my guest is here from Rise Rehab and Performance. Erin is here. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's good to have you here.
It's good to be here.
All right, now here's the thing. I know we can talk about phones ringing while you're trying to talk. Jeez. I know that there's curiosity out there. The water has started to flow as far as the people's excitement and rumors and so forth about a new expansion already. Can you tell people about it?
Yeah. So as you guys know, we kind of put it out there to the community that Andrew and I have purchased the old grocery store. And so we're going to be building that out and putting our clinic space over there. And we are so excited for all the opportunities and all of the different things that we're hopeful to bring to that space.
So you went ahead and made the investment and purchased the building, right?
Yes, we did. Mm-hmm.
That speaks loudly because that shows your commitment to what you're planning on doing for many years to come.
Yeah, I think, probably some of it's a little bit innate with Andrew and I. I mean, him with his wife with the grocery store in Anselmo and wanting to put down those roots in small town Nebraska to provide those services for the community. I actually grew up in Taylor, and my parents owned a grocery store. And so it's kind of like just in our nature, I think, to be able to provide those types of services to a small town community that you maybe would not otherwise be able to get to.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think it's an awesome opportunity to grow in the community and, bring some fun and exciting things to the area that, we've never had before.
Right.
So I think it's just really exciting. And we are so excited for this new challenge and fun opportunity.
Well, let's talk about some of the benefits of your purchase as maybe from a perspective outside looking in, and then you can kind of correct me or add to. But one of the things that you're going to have a lot of is parking.
Yes.
And it's going to be on the level of where they can get out of the car and walk right in.
Absolutely. That is one thing we always seem to run into at our space right now, especially on Thursdays if they have orthodontics at the Maple Park down the way. Your parking lot's about to burst. There's just so many vehicles, and we're happy to share that space with everybody, but you just want to provide a little bit more room for everybody if you could. So parking's going to be wonderful because our space we have, it's often filled out.
Yes.
So we talked about that at our open house even. There was people parking around the back and off to the side and everywhere they could go just to get a space. And it'll be nice to have this really nice large lot. And then all of those really close spaces with handicap access right there close to the entrance. So that'll provide a really nice benefit to all the patrons that come to the business as well.
And then when you go inside, most of us very few people have been in the building for a while since it was an active grocery store.
Right.
So we don't know what's in there. We don't know what's left in there. Can you kind of explain that?
You bet. So, there are no coolers, nothing like that left in there. So it doesn't really look like a grocery store anymore. It's just like a big open space, a large empty box that we are going to fill with all the hopefully the latest and greatest in, fitness and therapy and all those types of things. So yeah, it's just open square footage right now. We're kind of in that planning process where we've went through several different layouts trying to figure out what's going to benefit people the most, like access to the building, access to the services we're going to provide through there. So that's kind of fun part, that planning stage. It's sometimes a little overwhelming, but it's really fun to put together a bunch of different layouts, and then you get to say, oh yeah, this one I think is going to serve everyone the best. So that's been kind of a fun thing that we've been working on recently.
I bet. And you have a canvas to paint what you want.
Yeah. It's super exciting.
And there's quite a bit of floor space there. It probably looks even bigger with everything out of there.
Uh-huh.
So, a question would come, what are some of the additions that you think you can make with the space that you're going to have now?
Yeah. Well, we put out a kind of a feeler out there on Facebook to kind of see what people wanted to see, like what was interesting to them. We had a lot of people that thought aquatics, a pool or something of that nature would be amazing. I don't disagree. I think that would be so great if we could do something like that. Batting cages. We heard a lot of people about batting cages. There's, such a large square footage of space. There's so many things that we can do. We've talked about putting some turf in for some performance type work on whether it's, exercise on turf or sport performance on turf. We've talked about that a little bit. I feel that it's really important that we have almost like a walking track or something of that nature that people can utilize, especially during the colder months.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you're somebody who is concerned about walking out on uneven ground, it'll provide a safe environment where you have nice even space to walk. And of course, weights and all the things that you would want to see kind of in that fitness space. We've seen a lot of different things about like actual kind of like a classroom where you can actually go and do fitness classes, and we've kind of mapped out a space maybe for that, and all of that. And I think the really cool part is as we build up our clinic, we just kind of mesh that all together, but yet there'll be separation so that people that come in for therapy, they're truly still getting that individualized care and a nice private and comforting environment, but also at the disposal of all these other awesome things that they could use if they want to. So,
and I mean, it would be great if you could do you decide what you're going to do, and you're going to be able to do those all at once, but probably these things will kind of come
right
as you move and get the main function going, which is what you're doing now at your location. And then
it would be so wonderful if we had a genie in a lamp and he'd give us these 3 wishes, because obviously we would want the entire space to be done all at once in one fell swoop, and that grand opening to open to everything all at once. That's best case scenario. I think we're both pretty positive that we'll have a pretty big chunk of it ready to go together all at once, but there's going to be some things, just like with any new build or any new remodel, there's just some things that you're going to work your way through, and some things kind of have to come at a little bit later date, depending on there's a lot of things that you have to figure, not only construction time, but who's building that out for you and their time frames and that sort of thing. So obviously the clinic space and getting all of those things up and going is our top priority, because we want it to be a seamless transition for all of our patients going from one building to the next. So that's our first priority, and it always will be, to make sure that space is perfection when we're ready to release all of that. Yeah.
I'm thinking out loud here, but I know that both of you are former athletes, and I know Andrew likes the video analysis of walking and running and those sorts of things, and I imagine you probably do too. And you can have that out separately in another area from what you have to do now. Basically, it's all right there.
Exactly. Yeah. It'll be nice to just maybe we'll have dedicated space that stuff's already set up. And we've talked about, there's sometimes you go to like really large fitness centers, and they basically have this setup where you can record yourself. For example, if you're in a batting cage, you can hit a button and it'll record you and give you live feedback as you go. And there's, talks about like, what would that look like in our space? Could we figure out something like that for individuals? Maybe they're coming in to work on some just sport performance or something. What can we provide or, set up so that it helps everybody not only get that edge a little bit in their training, but also just give them the opportunity to do something that you can't really anywhere else, especially in central Nebraska. So yeah, we've got a million ideas running through our heads. I don't know if Andrew's getting any sleep. I don't feel like I'm not really getting sleep at night, but it's like so exciting, just all the different opportunities that are going to come with this.
Well, it's exciting news. The building will be utilized, and actually have been efforts, I should say, over the years to have some of the things that you're talking about available to the public.
Right.
But for one reason or another, we just haven't been able to get that done, and that would be more on a governmental side.
Yeah.
It's great to see the business side being able to provide some of those services through you guys' effort and desire to expand. So thank you.
Yes, we're so excited. I think, in rural Nebraska, I think that's what's kind of difficult because, for years, Broken Bow's always had 2 grocery stores, and you want that to be successful. You want those local businesses to be successful, but it really comes down to, who's part of it and what are they passionate about, and are they really wanting to put that in and sacrifice for it. And I think Andrew and I both feel that way. We love the area that we live in. We really love the people of our communities, and we just are both passionate about providing that wellness space and providing services to our area that we hate to see people leave town for. We want them to be able to do it right here at home.
Yeah.
And so just getting the chance to do that, it's awesome. I think Andrew would probably mirror what I'm saying with that. It's just a privilege to be able to do that for your community and to be involved in that. And we're so excited for all the fun stuff to come.
Well, it's going to be fun watching this unfold and develop, and we'll follow it very closely because it's a big deal. And as far as grocery stores goes, I'm kind of like to be an optimist and positive person that someday somebody will decide they want to build or find another place for another grocery store. The building that you're in had been built for a grocery store.
Right.
But, honestly, in today's world, it might not have been as efficient and spacious enough as a grocery store anymore.
Right. Yeah.
So
yeah.
we still may have 2 grocery stores down the road.
Yeah. Well, and I just think it's fun to think outside of the box a little bit. As a business owner and then somebody who's wanting to do something that the community doesn't have, you sometimes have to step out of that, location and building out directly from the square footage that you're going to get provided through something like this. It's not like we could have just bought a chunk of land and put that square footage up in today's market. So I think it's an awesome opportunity to utilize real estate that's already available here in Broken Bow, and keeping up another older building in the area that still it is a great building to go to with a lot of really good bones.
Yeah, well said. The nice thing is it's separate from the building you're in, and so your services go on as usual for your clients and future clients, and then someday you'll transition over to the new building, so no interruptions expected, only maybe, I suppose, a day or two.
Yeah, a few moving days, here and there. So, but it's going to be, that'll be really fun too. So I'm sure stressful, but that comes with it too, but that's okay.
I think most people can relate about you're talking about sleeping, maybe not as good as you usually do. And it's a different kind of loss of sleep because all of us have lost sleep because we're worried about something that is not working right, or some stumble along the way in business or life, and you lay in bed and you can't quit thinking about it. But how exciting to be able to lay in bed and wake up and go, geez, I wonder if we could do this.
Yes, right? And you're like, let me write this down right away so I don't forget. Yeah, it's a fun and exciting process, and we just cannot wait to bring it to everybody in Custer County. So.
Well, that's great news, Erin. We appreciate you talking about it with us, and as time goes along, if you don't mind updating us, we'd appreciate it.
Yeah, we'd love to. We'll take you guys along for the ride, and I know we talked about, taking pictures and showing some progress and different things like that along the way, because I think that's fun too. And then you kind of feel like you're part of that process, and you see that unfold, which is lots of fun, I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Now, Andrew, when they started refurbishing the grocery store up in Anselmo, was surprised to how many tons of I don't know what they had to take out of the basement.
Yeah.
Now, in this case, he won't have to do that.
Yeah, right. It's nice and empty already, and so a lot of that work's been done. So it'll just be a matter of when we get in the middle of any demo or construction, how many of those trips are we going to take, and how much are we going to take on ourselves, and how much are we going to be like, I think this is for the professionals, right?
Well, yeah, and time itself. If you have a family, and Andrew has a great family as well, so you kind of have to balance that all out. But.
Yeah, you certainly do.
Thanks, Erin.
Yeah, thanks, Dave.
It's always great having you in. We'll take a time out.
For 20 years, we've walked this path together, neighbors, partners, friends. At Burning Bank, it's never just been about banking, it's been about building something lasting. 20 years, one journey. Together we've grown, together we thrive. On Friday, June 6th, we invite you to celebrate with us. The celebration begins with an Ollie's coffee bar in our lobby all morning. Then, join us for a barbecue lunch from 11:30 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. And don't forget to enter our raffle. You can enter the raffle June 2nd through June 6th. Everyone is welcome to enter. We look forward to celebrating with you at our Broken Bow location on the square on June 6th. Build, grow, thrive. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
You're waking up with The Breakfast Show. KCNI, KBBN Radio.
I love it.
Casey McLeod would love to see you at the ribbon cutting and open house for the brand new Broken Bow Dental located at South 6th and Highway 2. Join them this Friday at 1 p.m. to celebrate the start of their chapter in Broken Bow. Plus, all open house attendees will have a chance to enter a special summer giveaway. For Casey, the right approach to patient care is what counts. Lifelong relationships, excellence, personalized treatment, and respect. Broken Bow Dental, they'll see you this Friday at 1 p.m.
This is April Good, proud to be with Lashley Land and Recreational Brokers. We've been inundated with buyers from all over the country finding our website and asking about north central Nebraska farmland. Most buyers would be delighted to lease back the land to the seller or their trusted tenants. If you are thinking about taking advantage of these once-in-a-lifetime market conditions, call me, April Good, for a free market analysis on your property and check us out at lashleyland.com.
826. Thanks to Aaron Nelson from Rise Rehab and Performance for stopping and talking with us today and telling us all about their new expansion, their new adventure in providing more services and more things that we've always wanted here in our community. I think you'll be surprised as to what they're going to come up with, and they'll probably be a little surprised too by the time it's all said and done. But that's great news. Thanks, Aaron, for coming in. It is summertime. Now, I know the last few days here in June's been more cloudy than not, and a few days have been cooler. Although last weekend we experienced 92, I think it was. So summer is really here. So let's celebrate summer just a little bit here on The Breakfast Show with Sly and the Family Stone and hot fun in the summertime.
repairs, plus cedar tree cutting, including those hard-to-get spots like side hills. MC Fencing uses professional-grade equipment, which means you receive the most efficient and cleanest job possible. The journey toward their fair and competitive pricing begins with a free estimate. Openings are available now, so call Martin Castro at 308-870-6227. MC Fencing, serving Custer County and the surrounding area.
Cattlemen, spring is here and things are starting to green up. But alongside the good green like pasture grass and trees come the bad greens, musk thistles, mullenweed, buckbrush, and other weeds. Let Aero Aviation help you get the bad green under control this spring. They use the latest in aircraft and GPS technology and crop protection products while keeping the good green in your pocket. Call Casey, Melissa, or Kim today and schedule spring spraying with Aero Aviation, 872-5113.
Dads like to be comfortable. It doesn't matter if they're working out, working on a project, or relaxing. Right now, save 25% off regular priced apparel, shoes, and hats for Father's Day at Geared for Sports. They have a great variety of athletic and sportswear, from Husker fan gear to local teams or the new Skechers brand shoes. Dad will love the selection at Geared for Sports. Or let him do the shopping and get a gift certificate. Open Monday through Friday 10 to 6 and Saturday 10 to 4. Geared for Sports on the Square in downtown Broken Bow.
8:32, almost 8:33. We're talking earlier when Brent was here. And by the way, he has left. He is on his way to Loop City. And he will be broadcasting in the 9 o'clock hour, bringing you all the details for the Loop City Polish Days, which are beginning as early as this evening with the Polish Prince and Princess contest. And then tomorrow they get going at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. It's all about kolaches tomorrow morning. So we'll find out more about that. They run all the way through Sunday evening, into early evening on Sunday is when it concludes. So they have a big celebration lined up for you in Loop City, and Brent will find out more about that a little bit later on this morning. We were talking earlier about it being National Moonshine Day today, celebrating the once illegal homemade hooch that got Americans, a little bit of a adult beverage during the Prohibition era. And one of the things that come out of the moonshine business back in the day was hot rods and then stock car racing.
My pappy said, son, you're going to drive me to drinking if you don't stop driving that hot rod Lincoln.
So call Central Nebraska Medical Clinic soon at 308-872-2486. For your convenience, immunizations during physical exams are available. Don't delay. Schedule back to school and sports physicals for next school year by calling Central Nebraska Medical Clinic at 308-872-2486.
Are you or someone you know struggling with depression, anxiety, trauma, or other mental health challenges? Do you wonder where you can get help and support locally? An online list is ready and available for you that includes local, trained, caring mental health providers. Visit mhpcc.org. Mental health providers and services available in Custer County can be found quickly and easily at mhpcc.org.
It is 8:38. Dave Burney with you here on this cloudy Thursday morning. But it will be a great day to get out. Mentioned earlier that this is Thursday, and so there is the activities in the park today through the Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce, and there'll be vendors there for you to stop and see and walk around the park and enjoy. So pretty nice day for that, and also a great day to kick off a festival, and that's what they're doing in Loop City today, and they'll be with us here on The Breakfast Show in the 9 o'clock hour. Also, in the show today, we're going to kick off your chance to win Nebraska Land Day's Summer Jam concert tickets. And this is, of course, for the likes of Luke Bryan and Bailey Zimmerman and many other country artists. That will be on the 27th of June and 28th of June. And on Friday the 13th, we'll be drawing 6 winners here on The Breakfast Show. So we're going to have a registration, call-in registration like we've done many times before. So we'll give you a chance to get registered here before we close the show out. And we'll thank in advance the Grocery Cart and RTA's Hardware in Broken Bow for making the contest, or the call-in, I should say, available to you. And we'll hear from them during that period of time as well. So that's all coming up here on The Breakfast Show. It's always good to have you folks along. We say it, we mean it. Wouldn't be any fun without you here on the radio, without the audience out there participating and listening, and like you have for so many years, all the way back to 1949 for KCNI. And I think KBBN went on the air in 1982. So thanks for your dedication and your listenership. Appreciate it very much. Music from Charlie Crockett, The Death of Bill Bailey.
The death of Bill Bailey was no surprise to me. If you knew him like I knew, then I know you would agree. His friends all saw it coming. They knew the end was near. I was taken by his cunning late in the autumn last year. News of his killing, it traveled across this land. Folks said it was fortune that he drew the dead man's hand. He was handsome as he was charming. Boy, he'd work these mountain towns till one night when the party ended, Bill Bailey was lying down.
Sensitive Anti-Itch Lotion. And don't forget your gut health. Cultural Digestive Daily Probiotic Capsules or Health and Wellness Probiotic Capsules are in stock. For trusted products at great prices, head to Varney Pharmacy, downtown Broken Bow, where your health and savings come first.
It is now 8:45, and we are going to give you that chance now to get registered for a chance to win those tickets to Nebraska Land Days. Luke Bryan and Bailey Zimmerman, the headliners there on June 27th and 28th. So I've got a song pulled up about 3 minutes long, so I'll be taking calls in a moment at 872-2801 and get you a chance to win those tickets in a moment. And I want to thank again the Grocery Cart and RTA's Hardware for their help, and we'll hear from them at the conclusion of your calls. So start calling now at 872-2801 to win those tickets.
Searching for a heart of gold. You keep me searching and I'm growing old. Keep me searching for a heart of gold. I've been a miner for a heart of gold.
Neil Young and Heart of Gold on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Thanks to the folks who called in. Let's see here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 folks who were able to get in during that 3-minute song and get their names in the drawing for Friday the 13th, where we'll give away those tickets to Luke Bryan and Bailey Zimmerman and, of course, their opening acts. Thanks to RTA's Hardware and Grocery Cart for making this available to you.
It's a local partnership that saves you money at the pump. The Grocery Cart and Trotter's Woe & Go have partnered up. Shop at the GK and earn rewards with each dollar that you spend that you can use for discounts on gas at the West Broken Bow Trotter's location or on free items in store. Make sure you watch for bonus items as well for more points. Come see us at the Grocery Cart in Broken Bow to sign up for Grocery Cart rewards.
Dave Burney with you back live. It is 10 minutes before the hour. We're going to see if we can get a hold of Matt here in just a little bit with Subway. Before we do that, I did want to talk a little bit about an event that's coming up on Sunday. That's Sunday, June 8th at 1 p.m. at the Gates Community Center. And there's a lot of history in the Gates area with the old Gates store and, of course, the post office there, the school on the corner that they turned into a community center to socialize and host youth and adult recreations and meetings and family events on a regular basis. And they need a little help to maintain the center's usefulness to people of the local area. And they try to keep the rental fees affordable, but thanks to all of those who have supported in the past. And every year, I believe, they get together and have a gathering and have a pork tenderloin dinner or something like that. That's what they're having this year. Cost is $7 per adult and $4 per child ages 6 to 12 years. No charge for children under age 6. And they'll have their annual business meeting for the Gates Community Center, and that will follow that great lunch. Your participation is encouraged. If you have questions, feel free to call individuals who are associated to the Gates Community Center, like Troy Smith. He's one of the folks who are involved there. Angie Ripp or Troy Shada. I've got Angie's number here at 872-5623, and Angela Burnett at 872-6332. Ben Goodner at 870-5859, Troy Shada at 215-0156, or Troy Smith, as I mentioned, at 527-3483. They can answer any questions you have. Most importantly, though, if you'd like to have yourself a good pork tenderloin dinner at a cost of $7 per adult and $4 per child ages 6 to 12, well, just attend and, enjoy the school, enjoy the meeting that they're having afterwards if you like to stay, and also enjoy the building itself as they are doing their best to keep it in good shape and being able to be used by the community of Gates and surrounding area. Be a great place to have a gathering, even if you're not from Gates. It's available for rent, but it does take money to keep it going. They would love to have you stop by this Sunday at 1 p.m., a pork tenderloin dinner served in the school. A lot of history there, the old post office and store across the way. Kind of some memories if you happen to know somebody who have lived there or you lived in the area and don't anymore. That's okay. They'd love to have you stop in, and if you just like to know more about it, they would love to have you enjoy the dinner with them. They would love to have your company. All right, we are going to see if we can get a hold of Matt with Subway while you listen to this from John Fogerty.
We have seen over 100 personnel literally worked through the night to make sure that we had this situation under control and contained.
The governor says there is no danger to drinking water. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like to check the GPS directions first, before driving to the mall.
Turn right at the light. In 1,000 miles, you will reach Montreal.
Not Montreal, the mall.
Recalculating. 6,000 miles to Nepal.
No, the mall.
Checking first is smart.
Recalculating.
So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Save money on your next full synthetic oil change at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Get a $15 prepaid MasterCard after rebate when you buy 5 quarts of Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil for just $35.95. We can recommend all the oil change supplies you need. Shop your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store or O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Monty Bolaños.
In Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final, Edmonton's Leon Draisaitl came in clutch.
Nugent Hopkins on the left, tap boards under pressure, turns and gives it up. Beautiful pass. McDavid in front, one time and score! Leon Draisaitl! 4-3, Edmonton in
You just heard it all on the Oilers Radio Network. In baseball, the Mets crushed the Dodgers 6-1 behind 2 home runs from Pete Alonso. His second home run was 447 feet. He is also up to 53 RBI on the season. The Twins handed the A's their 9th straight loss with a 6-1 win. Minnesota's right-handed pitcher Pablo Lopez is expected to miss 8 to 12 weeks with a grade 2 strain in his right shoulder. The Diamondbacks edged the Braves 2-1, and the Giants had a 6-5 comeback win over the Padres.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Chance for showers today, otherwise cloudy skies. High temperatures reach up to 67. Southeasterly winds 8 to 15 miles per hour. Chance for showers tonight, lows dip down to about 50. Cloudy skies expected. Slight chance of rain showers tomorrow. High temperatures reach up to 71. Overcast. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Evans Feed Company, based in Broken Bow, serving the great farmers and ranchers in every direction beyond. No matter the season or animal, they have the products you're seeking. Proud supporters of the Custer County Fair, FFA, and much more. Evans Feed.
It is 58 degrees under a cloudy sky. Winds light out of the east. Our high yesterday was 70, overnight low of 49, currently 58, 2 inches and 31/100ths precipitation measured so far in this month of June. Well, Matt from Subway has been kind enough to wait patiently for our newscast to conclude so we could visit with Matt. Matt, good morning. Thanks for waiting.
Good morning.
So we're always curious. Let's start off with our obvious question. Where is Matt today? Where is Matt going today?
Well, right now I'm I'm loading up a trailer, and I am heading to Central City.
And what are you going to do there?
I believe I have to fix a door, a toilet, a sink, 2 ice machines. I got to clean, and then clean all their condensers.
Oh, man. Well, you talked about this last time, that at this time of year, going into the summer months, you want to make sure all of those sorts of things are working, right?
Right.
I don't know how you do it, but I bet you there's some people out there going, I wonder if I would get a hold of Matt if he'd come and fix my refrigerator.
I get people that call me all the time.
I bet you do. I bet you do, Matt. But I know you're busy. You're on the road taking care of, I think, mostly Subways. Do you do any other restaurants?
No, I have a couple office buildings.
Okay.
I've got a couple people wanting me to go work for them on the side, and I just don't know where I'd have time.
I don't. I'm just going to say it out loud on the radio. I don't think you should do it, Matt, because I know you have fun with the kids, and you need to take time to do that, and maybe sleep once in a while as well.
Sleep's overrated.
Well, I disagree, but anyway,
I sleep from about 1 in the morning till about 6.
Well, that's probably, I guess, for health officials enough, but I couldn't do that anymore. At one time, I was okay with that, but I've noticed maybe I'm just getting soft and old, but I like a little bit more sleep than that. But I understand with your schedule, you get in kind of late sometimes, and so that probably works better for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find if I sleep 8 hours, then I have a bad day.
And it's the other way around for guys like me. So everybody's a little bit different, but certainly I know you go from Subway to Subway. You have ownership in Subways, so you understand what the stores need and what makes things click. And when you have something like that doesn't work like it's supposed to, it can really throw a wrench in things because you get very busy at times.
Yes, we do. I was actually in Broken Bow yesterday and had a good visit.
Oh, good. Glad you were here. Everything rolling along all right?
Yeah, I got to meet some of the new staff and was impressed with quite a few of them.
Good. That's good to hear. Well, it's a popular spot. I mean, there's no place like Subway where you walk in if you prefer and have them make the sandwich right in front of you just the way you want to have it made. And that's kind of the staple of Subway. But then there's all the new, I guess, options with the apps and so forth that people can take advantage of. And I know you're a big believer in that.
Yes, I am. The apps will save you a lot of money. They say every $40 you spend, you get $2 back, which I say that's better than the IRS.
Much better.
But yeah, you can save a lot of money. They have a lot of $6.99 footlong deals in there. Buy one, get one for 99 cents. Just the savings are unreal inside the app.
Yeah, and the convenience is good too for everybody around. I think involved because you can walk in, walk past the counter, and walk up, pay, and I guess in some ways it's already paid for too.
Yeah, if you order on the app, you actually pay for it. And we have a little stand over by the pop machine where you can just walk over and grab your food and go.
All right, so that's very convenient. You can still do it the old-fashioned way, and I know you even still answer the phone and pick up catering calls and that sort of thing.
Oh, yes, we love catering. So, yeah, if you have an event, party platters, party subs. We have box lunches, which are great for when you have to feed a bunch of people out in the field or on the ranch. But, yeah, we have all sorts of stuff that will benefit you to save you time and everything.
All right. And they always change things up a little bit. They have specials that they bring in for a while, and those may become a staple on the menu, or they may not. So that always keeps things kind of interesting and different options. And then the desserts are always kind of rotating as well.
Right. And right now we still have the footlong cookie, which is excellent. My kids love them. Every time we go to a store, they get a footlong cookie and split it. So it makes them happy, so they can have it.
They can have it, and anybody can. And by the way, while you're there picking up those cookies, when you get dessert, there is a tip container, at least here in Broken Bow, that you can drop your change into that goes to the employees when they do a good job, right?
Correct. We have a tip program, and it helps the employees. I think it helps the employees try to exceed a little bit more and give a better performance because they're working for those tips.
Yeah. Any sandwiches or anything today that you wanted to mention specifically, Matt?
No. Kind of a cloudy day, unless that's just the smoke from Canada, but doesn't look like too bad of a day.
It's not bad. It's comfortable out. It is cloudy, and there's maybe a chance of a sprinkle or two later on, but gosh, all in all, it's going to be a nice day to grab a sandwich and enjoy it. And like you say, you've got the box lunches for crews out there and so forth. So we appreciate your time, and I want you to drive careful and get some sleep, Matt.
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye.
Goodbye. All right, Matt, appreciate your time. It's 12 minutes past the hour. I am going to gamble here live on the radio, but I have a feeling by looking at the connection that we might have a feed coming live from Loop City right now. And let's check in and see if Brent is connected and listening. Brent, are you there?
Well, yes, Dave, we are here. Thank you very much. And we welcome everybody to Loop City, Nebraska, as we are here to promote the Polish Days Festival, which is coming up. Well, actually, kind of some things going on today and certainly running all the way through the weekend. And so we're just going to get started here and roll with the information that we can send your way so that you're ready to attend and be ready for Polish Days coming up this weekend. As we get started, I want to say thanks to the businesses who are sponsoring our special remote broadcast from here in Loop City today. And they include the Loop City Chamber of Commerce, the ones behind Polish Days and making it all happen. Also, our friend Alvin with Johnson Hunt and Fish, open Monday through Sunday, 8 to 5, located on South Highway 58 next to Loop City Baseball Field. Kushak Hardware and Variety Store and Platte River Outdoors, where you can find everything you need. And check out Platte River Outdoors in the basement, too, for fishing and hunting supplies. BL Shop helping us with our remote this morning, selling Polish pottery raffle tickets this weekend. Citizens Bank with locations in St. Paul, Loop City, and Central City. The O Street Lounge and Colony Inn. O Street Lounge on Main Street will be serving Bloody Marys this Saturday from 1 until they are gone. And the Colony Inn is located just off Highway 92. Joe's Market, great to have Joe helping us with our broadcast here today. Check out high-quality foods, friendly service, and great prices. Also, thanks to Trotter Fertilizer and Trotter Woe & Go, proud to support the communities that they serve. Branded J Salon, Spa, and Boutique on Main Street. Stop in after the parade to cool off, shop their fun fashions, and update your wardrobe. Also, thanks to Kushak Lumber and Supply, formerly Loop City Lumber. Kushak Lumber and Supply might be a different name, but you can expect the same great local customer service under new management. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. And Loop City RX Shop, located at 133 South 7th Street. They are open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30. Knowledgeable pharmacists, and also have a photo kiosk if you need photos printed from your celebration time during Polish Days. And we have our friend Melissa, who we get to talk to at this time each and every year. Great to see you again. How you been?
Doing great. Glad to have you guys back, and glad to have it be Polish Days week again.
Yes. The area just looks beautiful. I know you guys got rain this week like we did back in Broken Bow, and things have greened up, and the community just looks beautiful.
It does. Yeah, we got about 3 inches on Monday night, so I'm glad that hopefully it has done its show and is done for the weekend is our hope.
Yeah. Your main job is you're with Sherman County Economic Development, but certainly with Polish Days, you kind of put on your chamber hat, and I know the Loop City Chamber does a lot of work to put this event on each and every year.
Yep, we have a committee specifically for our Polish Days celebration, and we start working in October, right after the year before gets done, it seems like sometimes, but we start working on it for the next year and lining everybody up, and they have been a huge help to make everything go off without a hitch, and it seems like now everybody kind of knows what they're doing, and we get it going.
Well, I know it takes a lot of volunteer help to put this on. I know you're appreciative of that. But I also know, we just read an amazing list of businesses in the area who are just making this remote possible. I know the business support you get as far as donations to put things on, you have to be very appreciative of.
We definitely are, and it's tremendous. There's long-reaching, too. There's a lot of out-of-town companies that support us with a sponsorship, and we appreciate all those folks, because without it, we wouldn't be able to do this, for one, and then keeping our ticket prices for families down, and being able to add to it every year has been so much fun to make sure that we have the sponsorships in order to do that.
Yeah. Before we start kind of going through the list of things that you have planned for the next several days, I want to start with the carnival. This is something new. You're bringing a full carnival into Polish Days. Tell us about it and how it came to be about.
Sure. So they always used to do a carnival up until about 10 years ago, and then they got harder to find, and so we kind of shifted and started up with the Rocket Event Pros rides and attractions and water park, and they're out of Kearney, and they do a fabulous job. But we were having some long lines at the end of the day, and because so many more people were coming to our celebration. Mm-hmm. So we decided that it was time to start looking for a carnival again, and we found River City Carnival. They're out of St. Paul. And they're going to be here Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, set up with unlimited ride armbands available every day. So you can buy them by the day or a 3-day bundle at a discounted price. And those pre-sale prices are actually still active until Friday at 1 p.m. So we have them available at local businesses. And also on our Facebook page, you can find our post about how you can order them online for pickup at that discounted price. So
fantastic. And the rides will be set up on the main drag right through O Street. Is that kind of where you're going to set them up? Or?
Yeah, we have about a block and a half of rides for the carnival. And then on Saturday, we also have all the Rocket Event Pro stuff with rock climbing walls and bungee trampolines and a inflatable water park, which it's supposed to be above 80 degrees. So I think that'll feel pretty good. And some inflatable obstacle course and bounce house. And yeah, our courthouse lawn just fills up, and then all the blocks around it with rides and fun things to do. And those unlimited ride armbands are hard to beat because you can just keep going all day from noon till 10 p.m. on Saturday.
Well, that'll be great. What a great addition. And I'm already imagining just what it's going to look like through downtown. And then when you get all of the Rocket Events things put up around the courthouse, man, it's gonna look great.
It's gonna be huge. We're so excited. They started pulling in rides last night, and they also not only have rides, but some of the carnival food that you can come to expect with funnel cakes and corn dogs and cotton candy, all the good stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Well, let's start going through the calendar so people know what's going on and kind of perk their ears a little bit as to some of the events that'll be coming up. A lot of things kind of get started on Friday and certainly Saturday and even into Sunday. But you do have something that's going on later today, which is always kind of a highlight of Polish Days, and that is crowning the Polish Prince and Princess.
It is. So this was a contest that we're so excited that we found somebody to take over after our nursing home, Rose Lane Home, had closed. They had always put on this contest. Mm-hmm. And so on Thursday evening, always at St. Joseph's Hall, 0 to 5-year-olds compete to be the Polish Prince and Princess. They crown a 5-year-old boy and girl that will participate in the parade on Saturday. And it's so much fun to see the cute little kids up there, and they answer a few questions and go up and twirl around. And I have two half-blood, half-Polish prince and princess. So we'll hopefully be up there tonight working on that.
Nice. All right. And that is kind of starts at 6 o'clock. Is that right? Tonight, and it'll be at the Parish Hall?
Yep, register at 6, starts at 6:30.
All right. So that'll be coming up this evening.
Yes, and our new sponsor is Thrive Physical Therapy and Wellness. So Sarah Smedra is a physical therapist in town. She just opened a new shop, and we're so excited that she was taking this on as well.
Fantastic. Well, let's move into Friday, and right at the top of the list is people check in for the Kolache Bake-Off. Now, when I was growing up in Loop City, Mrs. Marachik was my second grade teacher.
Phyllis?
And yes.
Yep.
And, oh my goodness, could that lady make kolaches? My goodness. And there are a lot of people in the area that know how to make kolaches.
Absolutely. Phyllis called me earlier this week to make sure she was down for
great.
For bringing her kolaches. And we have another gal who plans to make 50 dozen to to donate. So Sharon Swatter is awesome as well. We've been supported for our Sherman County Sprouts Child Development Center and Child Care Initiative that puts on the Kolache Bake-Off, and we appreciate all the support. You have to bake 4 dozen to enter, and you drop them off between 10 and noon on Friday, and then we have some judges come in, and we place first, second, and third with some Loop City Chamber bucks as prizes, and then starting at 3 o'clock, you better be there at 3 o'clock or before, because we have a line out the door usually where we sell them all. So you can buy them by the dozen for $20 or half dozen for $12, or I don't know if you can get away with just one, they're $2. But I don't think I've ever seen anybody just buy one.
You can't stop at one. There's no way.
Yeah.
Well, my question is, how in the world do you get to be a judge in this thing?
Yeah, there's some lucky ladies, honestly. It would be a hard job, though, because they're all delicious.
I bet it would be. So, yes. All right. So that check-in for that is on Friday, and then opportunity to purchase them later in the day. Community barbecue tomorrow, right?
Yep. Citizens Bank is holding their community barbecue with free hot dogs and hamburgers and Mashka's sausages for their brats in their parking lot from 11 to 1. And it's open to anybody and free to attend. So stop by. They have some awesome raffle prizes. You don't want to miss it.
Yeah. Well, we do know that food has always been a big, important part of Polish Days. And you'll have food vendors downtown, I assume, through the whole celebration.
Yeah, we expanded on our food court this year. So it'll go both sides of the Polish Eagle. We have Mashka's Sausage Shop is a staple, always doing their brats and hot dogs there. And then Lazy JK Barbecue will be there Friday through Sunday. Ash Hollow Coffee Company is bringing their trailer down so you can grab a cool drink. And they're also doing like chicken salad sandwiches and ice cream. So check out their trailer. Island Noodles. We had them for the first time last year, and it was a hit. They are delicious. Stop by. And Nachos Tacos and Girls Gone Wild out of Ord will be a first-time visitor, adding to our food court. Old Country Kettle Corn. And then the Kona Ice folks are coming down, and they're doing it as a fundraiser for our Teammates Mentoring Program.
Oh, nice.
So a portion of the proceeds will go towards that. And like I said before, the River City Carnival with their funnel cakes, corn dogs, cotton candy, and all the goodies will also be there. So you definitely won't walk away hungry.
No, it does not sound like it. I know a lot of people will come in, put up like craft areas. You have craft and vendor fair kind of going on during the celebration too, right?
Yeah, down at our community center. So it's a little ways off Main Street, just a block down at the Loop City Community Center on O Street. We'll have a craft and vendor fair and also a quilt show in the same building. So I think we have 23 vendors signed up for our vendor fair. And the Quilt Ladies, the Threads of Time Quilt Guild, put together an awesome show in the building as well. Nice and air conditioned. That starts on Friday at 3 o'clock until 8 p.m. And then it also opens back up on Saturday from 9 to 4. So make sure you make your way down that way as well. And I know those vendors really appreciate all the business.
Yeah. The music gets started Friday night?
Friday night, we start with the country band, the Loose Cannons Band. So we have a street dance in the Sons of the American Legion Beer Garden, and it'll start at 8:30. The beer garden opens up earlier in the day, so you can stop by there. Trying to think of what time. We've got 5 p.m. So you can go down there at 5, and then it'll close at 12:30, and that's when the band will kind of wrap up as well. So Loose Cannons are going to be awesome.
All right. So there you go. Great way to kind of wrap up the festivities on Friday with the Loose Cannons Band and street dance, and that'll be on Friday night. Let's see, anything, I think we covered everything on Friday,
right?
Yep, okay.
Yep.
Well, now let's go to Saturday, and I know this is maybe the biggest day from start to finish anyway.
Absolutely.
And, boy, pickleball, my goodness, every community has to have a pickleball tournament now because it's really become popular.
It sure has. We have a group of gals and guys that play throughout the summer and even in the winter. They go to our community center and play. So those folks are putting on a big fun beginners doubles pickleball tournament out at Jenner's Park tennis courts, and it's actually full already. And
wow.
But they are taking a few more as a wait list, just in case anybody can't make it.
Sure.
They'll take down names as a wait list. So you can find that information on our Facebook page too for the link to sign up. But yeah, it's been a hit.
All right. And then speaking of Jenner's Park, which if you're not familiar with Loop City, one of the main features, I think anyway, of Loop City has always been Jenner's Park. And I think it's great that you have a lot of things going on there. One of the things will be a disc golf tournament.
Right. On Saturday morning as well. It's $20 to enter, and they have 4 divisions. So if you're a pro, an amateur, recreational, or women's, you can come down to Jenner's Park and enter at between 8:30 and 9 to play a round of disc golf, and that one's they've been doing it for about 3 years now, and it's really taken off as well. I feel like pickleball and disc golf have really come around, so it's been great.
Good. And speaking of kind of sporting events on Saturday, the sand volleyball tournament.
Yeah.
I know this has been going on for a few years during the celebration.
We have a permanent court now out at our Bowman Lake area.
Okay.
So you can even play after Polish Days anytime. There's a box with balls out there that our Sherman County Economic Development donated with our proceeds from last year. So it's at the south end of the lake, and we have one more spot for a team. If somebody wants to sign up for our co-ed sand volleyball tournament on Saturday morning, register at 8, and you'll want to get a hold of me. The information's on our Facebook page to get to claim that last spot, so we can get brackets out and everything. But it's been a great staple to Polish Days for sand volleyball.
Fantastic. And speaking, the Bowman Lake area has, the folks have done such a great job of really making that into a nice spot.
Yeah, and I can't wait. We just we got a Game and Parks grant to make a 3/4 mile walking trail around the lake, so encompassing the lake, and we just started taking bids, and there's a chance it could be done yet this fall. So,
wow.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
It is.
All right, let's stay on Saturday, June the 7th. Hey, you can't have a celebration without a parade, right?
Absolutely. So we have our Polish Days parade planned. The theme this year is a midway of memories, going back to our carnival theme. So there'll be carnival themed floats, and it'll go down N Street. So if you're on the north side of the courthouse, anywhere along that block, you can get a good seat, and we'll have announcers, and you can sign up in advance if you'd like to come, and that way we have you all signed up, and you don't have to fill out the form day of. So there is on our Facebook page a link to register for our parade, and it starts at 10:30, but you'll want to register by 9:30.
All right.
So we can get judged.
Sounds good. All right. Let's see. So the parade, we've kind of talked about the food vendors, the quilt show, craft and vendor fair. All of that stuff goes on Saturday as well. All right, we got to go back to food. I mean, listen, if it's Polish Days, you need to have Polish food, right?
This is one we can't forget for sure. So the Loop City Diner is doing their authentic Polish buffet, and you can get about everything that you can think of that's Polish, and for $14, can't beat that for a buffet. So make sure you get there right after the parade, though. It is a busy one. Everybody loves their Polish foods, so stop down at the Loop City Diner after the parade.
All right, fantastic. Sherman County Historical Society, they're going to be open Saturday afternoon doing tours. And listen, when you say ice cream, ice cream's always good, but when you put homemade in front of it, it's even better.
Absolutely. Yeah, so they'll be doing homemade ice cream and cookies, and then some self-guided tours of the Historical Society. So stop out. It is just south of our main street out towards the Colony Club, and block and a half from everything else. So it can be a short walk or a short drive.
All right. Let's see. Other things going on Saturday. Got a petting zoo for the kids. Well, kids of every age, I assume.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, our 4-year-old, this is her favorite event.
Yeah, nice.
Is the Horn-T Petting Zoo. They're from by Monroe, and they come out and they bring all sorts of animals, and they have food cups available for purchase as well, so you can interact with the animals and feed the goats and the camels and all the things.
Nice. That'll be a lot of fun. And then, of course, we talked about the addition this year of the River City Carnival, and that continues on Saturday.
Yep, noon to 10 on Saturday.
Okay.
10 p.m.
Let's see. Yeah, the inflatable water park. Bubba, you kind of talked about that. That's the Rocket Events.
Right. So from 1 to 5, we'll have the water park. You do need an armband for this.
Okay.
So make sure and get those. We have an information booth, or an information station, that's what we call it. And it has moved this year to Slancha Hall. It's like an event venue that's right downtown between the beer garden and the food court. So stop in there. You can get your memorabilia, apparel. We have lots of different T-shirts and sweatshirts and tank tops, and even youth sizes this year. So stop by there, and you can also buy your raffle tickets there and these armbands and ride tickets. So make sure you can get there before the water park opens at 1, and it goes until 5 during that heat of the day.
There you go. Perfect time to have that going.
Yes.
And, hey, if you need a little refreshment in the afternoon, got the Bloody Mary bar, right?
Yeah. Yep. So O Street Lounge is hosting our Bloody Mary bar this year, and it's a build your own Bloody Mary. So they have all the fixings, and you can choose between well or specialty vodka for your Bloody Mary, and then fill it up with all sorts of vegetables and cheese and shrimp and bacon, whatever other sides they have. So a very good thing there, and 21 and over, of course.
Obviously, yes.
Yep.
Okay, and that starts at 1 o'clock, right?
It
Saturday?
does, and until they're sold out. So they'll keep going into the evening if they have all the fixings still, and I think it'll be great. So
all right, let's see some other things on Saturday. You got a family fishing event. We talked about Bowman's Park, and that's where that'll be held, right?
Correct. Yep. From 1 to 5, the Game and Parks puts on a little family fishing. They provide all the tackle and everything you need. So stop out there. It's about a mile and a half out of town to the west. So
you've got a kiddie tractor pull at 1:30. Now, they actually made me participate in one of the. This is hard, man. It's not easy to pedal and pull the sled, but these kids do a great job.
Yeah, yep, and it's a contest where you can qualify for state. So the Ken's Equipment puts it on, and you could qualify for the state fair competition, and it's free to participate, and it'll be on N Street in front of the Central Nebraska Community Action Partnership building. And yeah, definitely, I think it's ages 0 to 9 if I remember right, but don't quote me on that.
Okay. Hey, you can't have Polish Days without polka music.
No.
Right?
Nope.
And you got polka tunes starting on the courthouse lawn Saturday afternoon.
Right. So right after the parade, we have some polka bands from the area who are kind of doing a polka jam throughout the afternoon. So from 11:30 until 1, they're going to play in the beer garden. So that there's some seating, and you can grab your lunch and come in there and enjoy a drink and listen to the tunes. And then after 1 o'clock until about 4, they will move on to the courthouse lawn, where we'll have a stage set up, and you can bring your lawn chairs, or there will be some seating available there as well to listen to the polka bands, and it'll be really cool because we'll have the carnival going and everything else around you, but bringing that Polish to Polish Days is always important.
There you go. That'll be a lot of fun. That'll be going on in the afternoon on Saturday. More competition, a cornhole tournament. Starts at what, 2 o'clock, right?
2 o'clock.
Saturday?
Yep, at the Alley Bar. So this was formerly Loop City Lanes, and Dorsey's just purchased the building at the beginning of the year and did a full renovation of the bar side, and so they're doing our cornhole tournament. And you can register in advance. I'm not sure how full they are yet, but there will be cash prizes for the top 3 teams. So stop by the Alley Bar, or on our Facebook page, we have Nathan's information to text him to register in advance.
All right, super. All right, when I was looking through the list of things for Polish Days, I got to be honest, this was the one that caught my eye. Boxing.
Yeah.
You're going to have boxing at
boxing.
Polish Days. Tell us about this. How did this come about?
Yeah, so actually they've been doing it for 3 years now, and
have they?
We finally got connected enough where the Sherman County Boxing Association, they wanted to do it during Polish Days, and so they're having Fight Night the 3rd up at the school.
Okay.
Starts at 4 p.m. and there is a fee to enter. But last year it drew a big crowd from across the nation.
Yeah,
honestly,
that's great.
Yeah.
All right, so that's going to start at 4 o'clock. Well, I remember growing up here, one of the biggest things Loop City had, they called it the smoker. And it was, Golden Gloves boxing, and oh my goodness, people would, like you said, would come from all over to watch it. And so to have boxing back in Loop City and then to have it part as Polish Days, that's pretty neat.
It is. And those folks come downtown afterwards or beforehand. They get their food before or stop down after. And we really appreciate the extra people that it brings to town. And I haven't made it yet, but I think it would be highly entertaining.
All right. So that'll be Saturday starting at 4, and that'll be at Loop City Public Schools. Let's see, more music then later in the night on Saturday, right?
Yeah, Lost Country Road. We'll be playing in the Sons of the American Legion Beer Garden, and there will be a street dance, of course. So another country band, but they usually play some tunes, some polka tunes in between and stuff too, so you can get your polka as well. But that'll start at 8:30 and run until about 12:30 a.m.
All right. Wow, that kind of takes us through Saturday. You got a lot of stuff going on.
We have a ton of stuff going on. It just keeps growing, which is great.
Yeah, it is great. Well, hey, it's not done after Saturday night because you still have some things going on Sunday.
Yes. You better start your day off at the Polish breakfast buffet, though.
Sounds like a nice way to start the day off.
Yeah, so from 8 a.m. till 11:30, you can stop in at the diner for a $14 buffet again. That's always my favorite Sunday event.
Yeah.
Hits the spot that next morning.
All right, so start the day off with breakfast, and then if you're a golfer, you can go get breakfast, and then you can go play in the Polish Days golf tournament.
Unfortunately, that one's full, too.
Oh, is it? Okay, that doesn't surprise me.
Yep, it filled up within about 48 hours of announcing the time and date and everything. So they take 26 teams out at the Loop City Golf Course, and it's a 3-man scramble. And, gosh, it's a good time. So make sure next year.
There you go. Put it on your list.
Yeah, when you see the flyers come out, we always do it on Sunday and always about 10 a.m. in the morning. So it's a good time.
All right. Next on the list for Sunday, you've got Game Day.
Game Day. Game Day is new as well. We have the event hall, Slancha Hall. And it's an air-conditioned space, and we're just trying to think of something for folks to come and do in the afternoon. And who doesn't like just sitting around playing cards?
There you go. Yeah.
We've got where you can play pitch or pinochle or poker, cribbage, different board games. Just bring your friends and enjoy that afternoon in the air conditioning and pop out and listen to the polka bands over in the Sons of the American Legion Beer Garden, or the carnival's still going that day. So it will be on Sunday with the carnival from 1 to 5.
Okay. All right, so there you go. Play some cards, still enjoy the carnival, and that'll kind of take you through Sunday afternoon. We talked about Sherman County Historical Society. They're going to be open again on Sunday, and it looks like maybe a special presentation on Sunday as well there.
Yeah, they always try and do a speaker on Sunday afternoon at the Historical Society. So this year it is Linda Wilkie Heil. She is the author of Murder in the Land of Broken Promises. So it's a book about the 1884 tragedy in Nance County, where around the Fullerton area, where there was a murder that took place, and I guess it's quite the story. So stop out. That starts at 1:30 until 2:30 at the Historical Society in the Elsner Building.
All right, and hey, if you're going to kind of wrap things up for Polish Days, what better way to wrap it up than with Three Guys Polka?
The best, yes. Those guys are awesome. They're local guys who put on a great show in our Sons of the American Legion, or actually it's in the Legion Beer Garden for that on Sunday afternoon from 2 to 6. So stop by and listen to the Three Guys Polka.
There you go. Great way to kind of wrap things up for Polish Days. Well, I think that kind of takes us through the event schedule for the Polish Days celebration. My God, it just amazes me. I swear we keep talking about more events.
We do.
Every year we do this, and I don't know how in the world you can pack more into it, but you find a way to do that, and I know the reason you find a way to do that is because people step up and they bring you ideas, and then they make it work.
Absolutely, and that's the best part. I've been the coordinator since 2018 or so, And every year it gets easier. My husband always is like, "You're doing it again," of course. And so, but I think it's amazing how much, how many behind the scenes things happen, and how many people just step up and they do their event, and it adds to the whole weekend. And we just keep adding, and it just amazes me as well. There's very few things that we've taken away over the years. Just keep adding instead.
Yeah. Well, there you go, folks. I mean, as you listen to us describe the events that are coming up this weekend for the celebration, you can see that there's something for every age, and that's what I love. You really work hard to make it a family event, and there's something for every age group to do.
Absolutely. I mean, you come down from 8 a.m. to 12:30 a.m. the next day, and you will be entertained at a very low price, honestly. Like, we try and keep our unlimited ride armbands affordable, and then we also have ticket sheets available where you can go on 15 rides for $20. So that's very hard to find, and that's why we want to thank our sponsors as well. Some of our top sponsors this year are Sherman County Times, our newspaper, the Slancha Hall, and then the Colony Restaurant and O Street Lounge, Ash Hollow Coffee Company, and then Madison Ferentz with Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, and Shops Disposal, Jennifer Smedra's CPA office, and Viera Wireless, Kushak Lumber and Supply, Forward Well Service, Tincture Construction, Heritage Bank, and the Sherman County Community Foundation was one that gave us a community impact grant. So that was very, very appreciated. They knew that with the carnival coming back, there were some uncertainties of how to make this all cash flow. So they granted a community impact grant, and then the city of Loop City also did a large ACE revenue return grant. So that helps a lot. And the Sherman County commissioners with our tourism lodging tax fund, they printed all of our booklets and posters. So make sure that if you come down to the celebration, stop by Slancha Hall for information and T-shirts and everything, and pick up one of our nice little booklets that give you a rundown of everything. You can stick them in your purse or in your pocket, and it's 16 pages of fun. So
I was going to say these booklets that you've put out are just outstanding. I mean, it tells you everything that's going on and a lot of information in it. So yeah, make sure you pick one of these up when you come visit Loop City. This weekend.
Yep.
We've talked about a lot. Was there anything that we missed or anything else you want to mention before we wrap it up?
Can't think of much. I feel like we've covered a ton, and just come down. Like, make a weekend.
No
out
matter
of it.
for how much time.
Yep. So starting night with Polish and Prince and Princess, and then Carnival all 3 days. You can't beat it.
No, you can't. Well, hey, thank you for taking the time to visit with us. Always enjoy visiting with you, and I'm sure I speak for many around the community when we say thank you to you for kind of helping spearhead some of this. I know you got a lot of people that help you, but the organization of it, I think, as we went through the event, you folks who are listening can tell it's a well-organized event, and that's what helps it go off so well each and every year.
Yep, clean and family-friendly and well-organized. That's what we're going for.
There you go. Well, you have achieved that, so congratulations. Before we wrap it up for this remote, we just want to once again give a shout-out to the businesses who have made it possible for us to be here this morning to visit about the festival, and they include Loop City Chamber of Commerce, Johnson Hunt and Fish, Kushak Hardware and Variety Store, and Platte River Outdoors, BL Shop, Citizens Bank, O Street Lounge and Colony Inn, Joe's Market, Trotter Fertilizer and Trotter's Woe and Go, Branded J Salon, Spa and Boutique, Kushak Lumber and Supply, and Loop City RX Shop. We encourage you to come on out and enjoy Loop City and Polish Days coming up this weekend. We'll send it now back to the studio.
All right, thank you very much, Brent. Boy, what a festival, folks. Stop in and take part of it in. If you can't take it all in, they would love to have you join them for all that family fun that's going to take place in Loop City starting tonight. And, of course, also yesterday we were in Oconto promoting the Blowing the Doors Off Barbecue. That's all on Saturday, and they'd love to have you stop by there, and you can do both, certainly. So thank you very much. Thanks for listening, folks. We appreciate you, and we'll be back tomorrow morning at 7:30.